Meanwhile, an Atlanta police officer under investigation tonight after being accused of stealing money from a dead father.
Now, the father was shot in the head after an argument. CBS 46's Jamie Kennedy joins us live in studio. And Jamie, the woman who is accusing the officer says several $100s is gone.
Thomas, she says it was a sizable chunk of money between $500 and $1,000, and after attending to the deceased father before first responders arrived, wanted to make sure all the victim's items were returned to his widow, but she says that never happened. Lilani Collier was on her way home from work and looked out her car window to see a man lying on the ground. So she stopped to see if he needed help.
And I was making a right on Marietta, and I noticed the gentleman laying in the gravel. And so I went over there to him to check his pulse and to check his heart, and it was still beating. That man was expecting father Jamil Harris. Lilani was able to get a hold of Mr. Harris's place of work through ID on him. It was a wallet, it was credit cards on top of the wallet, and on top of the credit cards was money, and then on top of the money was his driver's license. When first responders came, Lilani handed over Mr. Harris's possessions. When the police got there, I gave it to the police officer and I said, his name is Jamil Harris. I said, this is everything I got out of his pocket. Mr. Harris would be pronounced dead a short time later at Grady Hospital. When Lilani was finally able to speak to Mr. Harris's wife, something wasn't right. She said that she had spoke to someone, or she went down there, and the only belongings that they had was his wallet, some of his cards or his credit cards or whatever, and his ID. And she said, I said, well, what about the money that I gave him? And she said, they said they didn't have any money. We reached out to the Atlanta Police Department and they say they are aware of the accusation and are taking it seriously. An open investigation into the incident has begun and the officer involved has been placed into a non-law enforcement capacity until further investigation. The Office of Professional Standards, who is leading the investigation, questioned Lilani over the weekend. All Lilani wants is what's right for Mr. Harris's widow and children. I've already prayed about it, so I can't do anything else. I did all I could do, and so I'm still trying to help her figure things out.
I spoke with Mr. Harris's widow and she says that money was from a cash-in-hand job and really needed it for their soon-to-be-born child. Lilani believes body cam footage would show what really happened. We requested that footage and APD says they can't release that footage while their investigation is open. A GoFundMe page has been set up for the Harris family. Live in studio, Jamie Kennedy, CBS 46 News.